Well, so is anything going on out there today? Is anything exciting happen? Did anyone potentially leave the New York Football Giants?
This morning, record
this
numbers
morning, did
of
something happen on this morning? I don't know. I've been living under a shoe for the last 12 hours. Could a Giant have left? Could we still be waiting on another Giant? Zach Attack is currently sitting outside class until it starts. Zach, your class doesn't start till 4. It's 3:15, dude. You got plenty of time. Mike Lee says, smash that like button on the way in. We also got Mike Lee saying, thanks, Saquon, for everything. Despite being disrespected by ownership, some teams will get Russell Wilson on a rookie contract for the next season. MK5, he says, I want to see Tommy DeVito being released after setting the franchise back 10 years. It wasn't Tommy DeVito that set the franchise back 10 years. It was Joe Schoen. Let's just be honest about it. It was his. I don't know if arrogance is a good word or a bad word. I don't know if stupidity is a good word or a bad word, but it's kind of his arrogance and his stupidity that allowed the Giants to be in this quandary. You basically left Saquon Barkley hanging. You basically told your franchise best player last year that you're only worth being tagged. And then I love it because people will sit there and point out the fact, well, they offered him fair market value, and I love this, and they offered him good money. Well, honestly, if you look at it, they offered him a lot less guaranteed money than Le'Veon Bell got. And that was how many years ago, Bell's contract? There was no guaranteed money. There was guaranteed money for like a year and a half. So Saquon wasn't securing anything. Saquon at this point in time was being told, be a good soldier, take the tag, we're going to give you a little bit more, and then we're going to see what happens next year. But we go to the Golden Boy. We go to the $160 million man who had one average NFL season, and we hand him $160 million. Yes, I know 90 is only guaranteed, but it's still a $160 million contract. You have people in your own organization, players, questioning your thought process, questioning your logic. Why? Because of the fact that you are paying a guy who was not the catalyst of the offense in Daniel Jones all this money, and the gentleman that was the catalyst, you're telling he's only worth being tagged. So when Saquon decides to leave, should there be any shock? Now, Saquon's going to say the right thing. He's going to say, I want to stay with the Giants. I want to stay here as much as possible. But he's looking all over the place. He'll be shopping his services. You're 27 years old. This is your last contract. This is your last sort of big contract. You already missed the boat. He already missed the boat on the contract last year. So this is sort of his money contract. So literally what happens? Zach Attack's currently sitting outside. Zach just said, I just saw Tommy DeVito's Pizza Hut commercial with Saquon Barkley. It's funny. You don't see those commercials with Daniel Jones. Mr. Alvarez says, I feel bad for Saquon and possibly X-Man joining the likes of Zyler, Tomlinson, Love, and guys who the Giants disrespected couldn't afford because of mismanagement. They could afford Julian Love. The contract that Julian Love got, hello, Alejandro. The contract that Julian Love got was nothing. And Julian Love played at such a high level last year for Seattle. It's not even funny in some regards. Imagine having that 5'11", 195-pound safety on the Giants. He only started 12 games at 123 tackles, 85 solo, and only 38 assists. And only started 12 games. But he started all 16 games he started 16 games for the Giants, not all 16 games, but he started 16 games with the Giants last year and played in 16, had 124. This guy only started 12, played in 17, and had 123 tackles. But the contract that the Giants, he was not worth the value of the contract that the Giants wanted to give him. So he shuffled off to Seattle. Tomlinson was the same thing. Tomlinson, was a different. Zyler was a different thing. Zyler and Tomlinson were cap-related issues. But Julian Love was a talented homegrown player that you could have brought back. And you probably should have brought back. Because you didn't know what Pinnock was at that point in time. You knew Xavier McKinney was going to have an issue because his contract was coming up. You went out and got Isaiah Simmons, but Isaiah Simmons had not put together anything really in Arizona. So you don't know what you had there. And you let these guys walk. It's mismanagement. Zacatec says free agent running back class will be a headliner. Saquon Barkley includes Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, Swift. I don't know if Swift's going to be a free agent. Best of the class in first history. As Barkley says, average is being nice. Below average is more like it. I know I'm being nice. Must be the nicer Tim. Oh, hell no. Wait till you see the video tomorrow. Wait till you see the video tomorrow. What's up, family? Everything's doing good. Timothy says, will the Giants restructure Thomas Okereke, Lawrence contract, and Jones contract to create $72 million cap space in order to sign Saquon Barkley to a long-term deal? I don't think Saquon Barkley's in their long-term plans. I don't. I really don't. And I'm worried that they don't need a $72 million in cap space because they're not going to spend it all. And you're not going to restructure Thomas and Lawrence and Okereke. You are going to take some of that money, some of their salary, and you're going to convert it into a bonus to help give you some salary cap relief. Sorry. Mr. Robbins says, the same $160 man who smacked his knees together sidestepping a guy torn his own ACL. That wouldn't be funny if it wasn't true. Miguel says this year's DJ draft will have 17 quarterbacks eligible for draft status. DJ has ranked 15th of the 17. At this point in time, what's up, Mr. Rover? At this point in time, I would take McCarthy. Not at 6, but I would take McCarthy over Daniel Jones. The Daniel Jones love affair, the Joe Shane miscalculations and the misdrafting and just the misread. You talk about the Saquon misreading the market. No, Saquon got a contract. And then we never got the details of the contract. The only person that released any type of details of the contract were the Giants. And then Saquon came out and said, no. They offered this, but only X was guaranteed. And it was a bad deal, so we didn't go with it, which you don't do. But we have to sit there and we have to think, well, it's all Barkley's fault. Yo, Mr. Alejandro. What's up, Daryl? Good morning, chat. God, I hope the buyer's remorse rumor is true. This whole thing about the buyer's remorse thing, and this is the key phrase that Daryl added to the sentence that a majority of people on Twitter forget to add. His ranked rumor. It's a rumor. It's, and unless a rumor is confirmed, it's hearsay. So we don't know if it's true. I'd like to believe it's true. But at the end of the case, if they have buyer's remorse at this point in time, I am now more concerned about Shane. I am more in a quandary thinking, what the hell is he doing? Suddy says, how are you feeling about the drafting two edge rushers, but both second picks? Are you going to get a real edge? Are we going to get another Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari? Are we going to get like a real edge? Like a guy that can play the run, can go after the passer, understands how to maintain his assignment, understands the philosophy of not giving up the outside run to help push the run back into the inside against your big bodies. So we're going to get someone like that, or are we going to get what we have now? What's up, Chris? Everything's good. Getting rid of Leonard Williams was the downfall of the Seattle Seahawks.
King of the almost sack.
The signing of Leonard Williams was one of the downfalls of the Giants. But I can't say that. They offered Julian Love a contract and he turned it down. He got less to go into Seattle. Yes, he was offered a contract 100%. He was offered a 1-year contract. He thought he was worth more. You can't tell me the Giants couldn't pay him the same amount that he got from Seattle. They couldn't offer him the same 2-year deal that they got from Seattle. Julian Love said the Giants never called back. Max, I love you, but let's get information right. Can we fire Joe now? If he restructures DJ contract, yeah, we could fire his ass right now. Mike Lee says, God no to restructuring DJ's contract. We can get out of it next year with a $22 million dead cap number. Irish Rover, seems like the Giants don't agree with the homegrown philosophy. They really don't. They really don't. And I, like I said, I'm really starting to question the thought process of Joe Shane. I really am. And I'm not questioning his ability. I am questioning his ability to draft because some his drafts outside of a couple picks haven't looked that great. I'm 100% outside of the Bobby Okereke thing. I'm 100% questioning his trade and his free agent philosophy because in 3 years the roster hasn't gotten better. We did a whole video breaking down the current roster, and it's kind of like yikes. This roster is worse than 2021 or 2020, I should say. JJ McCarthy will be a solid player. I hope so. Michael says, Tim, if the Giants restructured Jones' contract, I'm done so far. I have not turned in my season ticket money yet. I've talked about this. I haven't turned it in yet. And I love people that say, you don't have any skin in the game here. Why does it matter to you how the Giants spend their money? Because technically they're spending my money. The thousands of dollars I send them for the honor of sitting in the stands to watch a bad product is my money. Sorry. So I do have skin in the game. Fabian, what's up? Rumors and speculations at this point. I'll be pissed if Joe Shane, if it's buyer's remorse now. If it's buyer's remorse now, you got to be upset. You got to be mad. You got to reach that point where you're just like, what the hell is going on with this organization again? But don't worry. We put neon in the draft room. We got neon in the draft room. So it's all good. If you have neon in your draft room, that makes you a much better drafter. Because that's what the Giants did. They rebuilt their draft room by putting neon in it. And certain segment of the fan base went crazy. Oh my God, you see that? Well, there's neon. This is very 21st century. What's up, Kevin? Irish Shore says, meaning love Barkley and most likely McKinney, not Jones. Okay, I understand that. Daryl Smith says, I've been concerned about Shane since he gave Danny Crimes that contract. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt when he gave him the contract. Everyone knows I was not a fan of the contract. I was not a fan of the contract right off jump. I loved it when it seems like every other Giant content creator was like, oh, this is the greatest deal ever. It's basically a 2-year deal. What a fantastic fucking deal. Joe Shane's a genius. My dumbass comes out with a video next day and says, if Daniel Jones flames out, if Daniel Jones gets hurt, this contract will, make sure you hit the like, will set this team back 4 years. And I said, more than likely, that's going to happen. Because like Leonard Williams, we talked about it before, you can't forget the first 5 years of his career because he had one good year in 6. And then you paid him for that 1 year, but you forgot everything he had done the 5 previous seasons. And tried to equate it to the one season that he played well. And you gave him the money off of that. And we all blasted Gettleman for trading for him. Then a year later, we blasted Gettleman for giving him the contract. But here's the problem. Joe Shane just did the same thing with Daniel Jones, but you did it at the level of a quarterback. Mr. Bruce, what's up? I sense I need to come on after the draft to give a rant. Mr. Bruce, if you want to come on after the draft, you are more than welcome. Joseph says, Saquon career earnings since he came into the league are among the top of the league. Stop all the talk about. It's not about story. Joe, here you go. Here you go. And I love it because your next comment. Also, 1 playoff win. How many playoff wins did Daniel Jones have and you gave him $160 million? James, Mr. Joseph, you're going in timeout. I can't.
Think you gonna get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You're going in timeout for general stupidity. Everything that was wrong with the Giants in Daniel Jones, it's the offensive line, it's the lack of wide receivers, doesn't apply to Saquon Barkley. It's the offensive line, it's a bad quarterback. Doesn't apply to Saquon Barkley, not at all. Because a running back could play behind a terrible offensive line and have a terrible quarterback behind him. Is it interesting that Saquon's best games of his career came with Eli Manning under center? He had a career year in 19 with Eli Manning under center. In 2020, in 18, he had his career year. And in 2019, his best games of the season came with Eli under center. Is that just an aberration? Is that just a coincidence? What's up, Michael? Hey, Tim, I finally got to start to accept that we're now the new Cleveland Browns of old. I like the Detroit Lions of old. Mr. Roberts says, all the Danny Crimes era has been ownership's ego. They're trying to force Daniel Jones to work, and it's failed every time. Everyone in the league sees it. We're a laughing stock. I talked about it when we gave the contract. I talked to someone that worked in Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Texas. And all the people told me if he would have got Mitchell Trubisky money in the open market, they would have been surprised. And we give him $160 million. Oh, let's get to the quick super chat though from Fabian. What's going on? This franchise is serious trouble. Godspeed. It's what they do in the draft that's going to matter. It's really what they do in the draft that's really going to matter. How they play this is crazy because it's really going to be a situation where we have to see how this plays out, how this works. We have to get a better understanding. What's up, Moab? What's up, Tim? What's up, Giants? Can't fight themselves out of a paper bag. Joe Schoen is an absolute garbage. That's why they say they watched. You know what's funny? Hey, Alan, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Joe Schoen, like I said, is a guy that you just don't want to poker face. He's got no poker face. Don't play poker with Joe Schoen. We talked about it before. We talked about it from his opening press conference, and I pointed it out that all he does is drink water. He had 3 bottles of water, and then someone was like, "Well, Joe, the Giants, you really need to move forward into this new era, and you're the guy to lead us." And Joe's like, "Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I think we're going to be good." That was Joe Schoen. And he hasn't got any better with his media savvy. Matthew says, "What's up, Tim OBB family? Just dropping in to say hi. I'm working at the moment. I have to catch a stream on the rewind." Well, Matthew, I'm glad we got to you. Robbie said, "It ain't cheap to have season tickets." No, it's not. PSL alone prohibits certain people from having season tickets. It's not cheap. For those that do not know, of course, I won my division in the Giant what the hell is it called? The Giant Fantasy Football League. I won my division. The Giants sent me the wonderful I have to give the Giants a little credit. I gotta go. You know what? For all the times we say things about Giants, I gotta give them a little credit. I give them a little bit of props. They sent me an autographed Eli Manning helmet, which I thought was awesome because I won the I won my they have a fantasy football league and I won the division in the league. So they and I forgot all about it. I literally forgot about it. So here you go. They sent me an autographed Eli Manning helmet, which I thought was really nice. And it's just congratulations, season ticket holder, fantasy football league, in addition to bragging rights. So I won the thing. So I mean, but it was nice. It was a nice surprise. It was a nice surprise in the mail to get the helmet. And I don't play fantasy football a lot anymore because I guess the way to say it is I don't lose. I had a stretch for 5 years where I played in 11 different leagues and I won 10 and I tied 1. So I saw this. I hadn't played in like 3 years and I saw the league for the Giants. So I was like, I'll play because it's a helmet. They're going to give me an Eli Manning autograph. So I decided to play and I won. I got all the trophies. It's fun. Oh, it's fun. Let's see here. Hey, Chris, what's up for Chris? I love him. I hope Barkley checks offers and no one offers more than the Giants will, but sadly it's true. He's probably gone. If you're Barkley, why would you want to come back? If you're eating a shit sandwich and someone offers you a bologna sandwich, I'm taking the bologna sandwich. Mike Lee says, Brightside knowing made a mistake rather than blindly paddling along and defending it every time. I get it. Max says, I get why we'd be mad about Byers and worse, but I'm also relieved because at least you get rid of him, which relief I'll see to get rid of him. We haven't got rid of him yet. You could talk about getting rid of Saquon, but we haven't got rid of Saquon. I mean, not Saquon. We can talk about getting rid of Daniel Jones. We haven't done it yet. Irish Rover, what's up? We'll get to Rover. Says all the pontificating aside, that's my word. We'll find out what Joe Schoen and the entire consortium is really about. We'll recognize mistakes and move forward, or will they triple down on starting Daniel Jones? They're going to triple down. They're not going to pull a Denver. You got a $46 million dead cap number. You're not, and you have $37 million in cap space. Yeah, you're not doubling down. You're going to triple down. Irish Rover says, I remember that stream. I don't remember which stream we're talking about. We got Barbara in the chat saying, hello, Irish Over. Hello, Zack Attack. Robbie says, I think Saquon is a win now type of asset. Sadly, we have no other needs. It's not practical to re-sign him. It's practical to re-sign him, but the fact that if you want your fan team to be competitive, if you are going to rely on a rookie running back, which you're probably going to do, or some second level tier free agent running back, it's just not going to make sense. It really doesn't make sense because you're not going to be competitive. And the whole thing is about making sure that the fans understand how competitive you're going to be next year. It's all about selling next year, and the Giants aren't doing that great. Mr. Roberts says the quarterback room currently being Jones and DeVito should be worrying, especially if anyone goes wrong to Jones. Rehab, why do people forget rehab on an injury can go wrong? Rehab can go injury either way. Thank you, Alan. Make sure to hit the like button. You're right. Injuries, you're injured. You could, a prime example, tore my ACL. I rehabbed for a year and then came back. And the rehab went fantastic. Went better than the first one. Actually, the then team surgeon of the New York Knicks did my ACL repair, my first ACL repair. So I was all hyped, came back, last practice before the season, I tear it again. Same ACL. Did everything right. Strength, passed all the strength tests. Now you got to remember, this is in the 90s. So, but I did everything right. Did everything I was supposed to do. Thought I was going to be back. I was going to be the bionic man. I was going to be back better, stronger, and faster. Nope, tore it again. ACL replacement. Took part of my patella tendon. Tear my meniscus, my mid meniscus, and an issue with my medial collateral ligament as well. So you don't know. You're right. Alan says, hit the like button. Tim deserved for all of his work. I wish I did. I don't work as hard as people think I do, but I appreciate it. I always laugh with OGR Sports because I'm like, he's like, you do all this and you're preparing this. No, I don't prepare. I literally come downstairs and turn on the microphone, close the office door, turn on the lights, turn on the microphone, and start talking. Forget and ignore the rumors. I agree. Jones did not play well last season. He had 3 good games, including also were mediocre. You're right. Make sure, Herbologist says, hit the like, smash the like, family. Come on, please. What's up, Mr. Friedman? Tim, what's crazy is how many DJ supporters won't blame him for an extent, but the poor O-line play, but they give the same instance of play to Tyrod Taylor and Tommy DeVito. Here's my thing. Like I said, the O-line also contributes to your running game. Why is it that it never contributes to Saquon Barkley's lack of success? Why does the poor play of the quarterback not relate to Saquon Barkley's lack of success when history has shown it? But Danny Diaper Boy, we couldn't say anything. I was called the hater for how long? Since the end of the 19 season, I have been called a Daniel Jones hater because I pointed shit out. The day of the season ended in my day end video, I said, if this guy does not learn pocket awareness, if he does not learn pocket presence, if he does not learn how to move in the pocket whatsoever, he is never going to have an NFL career. And he's going to get himself killed. But I was a hater. Is it possible the tables can turn? Vote Mara out for being the owner? No, because Tish would have to do something to that. Barbara says, the Irish Rover, I'll be better if the Knicks start winning. Well, the Knicks won yesterday. Start winning and the Giants get straightened out. Well, I don't think the Knicks are going to start winning until the injuries subside to themselves. Getting Shake Middleton was actually a pretty good move. I remember a couple of years back when he had a pretty good season in Philadelphia. So he's a good bench role player. So I'm excited. And like I said, and they basically won that game against Cleveland without Brunson. We played a minute, so I'm not worried about the Knicks yet. Mr. Bruce says, what's your thoughts if we trade for Justin? I would love the flop. We trade Justin Fields. I'd be ecstatic. You give up one of the 2s and maybe a 6 for Fields. You draft a wide receiver at 6, and then you go and use your other 2nd-round pick on probably some either defensive help or an offensive lineman. I'm ecstatic. Smash that like, family. Hey, Michael, are you going to go to the draft party? I meant to ask you that. Who drinks more water, Joe Shane or Joe Judge? Oh, Joe Shane. Joe Shane, Joe Shane, as they used to say back in my day, by a country mile. Mike Lee says they will draft weapons rather than get the right quarterback. Despite here's the thing, Mike Lee nailed it right on the head. We got any word on Xavier McKinney yet? I'm still scanning everything. We got to 4:00, so I'm wondering if they're working on a contract right now. I'm waiting to see if they're working. You kind of wonder, are they working on a deal right now? So we're trying to get them. We're trying to get some word on McKinney. So let's see what happens. I mean, I can't see them letting McKinney walk after doing what they did to Barkley. I really can't. I mean, it's crazy. It would be asinine if they did. I'm a Daniel Jones farm party wants to go in there with Daniel Jones and see if Phil Simmons, who wasn't really very good. Oh my God. Robbie says Joe Shane is definitely no Lady Gaga. He has no He has no poker face. You're right. Miguel says I want a wide receiver, quarterback, right tackle, in that order in the draft, please. Jabari says, and no lie, Tim, if you buy season tickets to watch the NY midgets, you have to love to buy depreciation assets. Oh, hell no, man. My gold is shot through the roof. I didn't even know gold went up like $150. I'm like, alrighty then. But I understand, yeah. Or I'm a stupid fan. Mike Lee says the first round that could be worse than drafting JJ6 is let LT play. That's the other thing I don't get. People are, go get Joe Alt. Move on the left, move on the right tackle. So you're going to take the right tackle who played left tackle in college and move him to right guard. Then you're going to take the left tackle who played left tackle at Notre Dame and move him to right tackle next to the right tackle, the left tackle playing right tackle, not playing guard, and have an undersized center. Can I just take this pipe and go to Daniel Jones' house and just beat on his knee now? Because he's just not going to live. With that philosophy, he's just not going to live. Robbie says, Tim, you're fat and away from my favorite Giants analyst. Your references are hilarious. Am I fat as in F-A-T or P-H-A-T? Kevin says it's crazy to think that Saquon almost rushed for 1,000 yards behind a horrible offensive line and also missed a couple of games. He missed 3 games. You're right. Let's see. MK5 says I feel bad for whoever wide receiver we draft. So do I, because if you don't have a quarterback, it doesn't work out too well. Brian says we all have to rebuild and stop this half rebuild. Thank you. Oh dear Lord, Brian. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mike Lee says, come on, we have the great Eric Gray. We are set at running back. Everyone knows the great Eric Gray. Everyone knows my favorite photo. When I'm bigger than the running back, we got problems. When my shoulders are wider at 50 years old, my shoulders are wider than the running backs. We got some issues. Johnny Rico says the Giants have an issue with the first and second round players not staying on the team for various reasons. It's hard to build a championship roster. Then all your first round talent isn't on their long-term roster. Everyone just summed it up today, man. Colin says, considering Jones' ability to avoid the rush, maybe we should move him to tight end. So at least the skill set would help him block. There used to be a guy, what's his name? Was it Eric Horton? He used to be a running back out of North Carolina. Big kid. This is back in the early 90s. And he came out drafted, went to Kansas City Chiefs, sucked as a running back, went over to the Raiders, it was Oakland, and then he turned around and they put him at tight end and he actually played well. So Antonio says, Antoine says, I'm sorry. Hey, Tim, we all know who's going to Dan Giants, Jim Jones. I think Shane is saying that we all need a quarterback who's not a quarterback. We want our own. I agree. We just paid McKinney. What are you saving this money for? Just pay. I thought you said we just paid McKinney. Yes. Do we have any word on McKinney? What's up, Hirsch? Hirsch for real says, what's going on? Jack says the quarterback situation absolutely hurts Saquon. Only Saquon seems to struggle catching the ball. Also, he had 91 receptions his first year under Eli Manning. His receptions dropped in every year since 2018. Could it have anything to do with ball placement and where he's being placed on the field? Hirsch for real said, what's going on, Tim? Hey, what's up, Frank? The sounds of Sinatra and the way you look tonight. Puzzle man here said it 2 years ago, Barkley's contract and Jones tag. You're right. You did. Brian said, how much would you have to pay Justin Fields? Here's the thing. You don't have to pay anything with Justin Fields yet. Justin Fields is in year 4. He plays well. You pick up his 5th-year option. Here's the other thing that Shane doesn't get. He doesn't space out his contracts. Look at the Lawrence Thomas Jones contract fiasco. I'm hearing Fields. Then, all right, if Fields went down a lot, I give him a 3rd. Fields is on a rookie deal on the 5th-year option. That's what I'm saying. It's a perfect storm. I'm having a feeling McKinney walks if just is something I expect from the Giants. If the Giants don't tag McKinney or work out a contract in the next 14 minutes, I think McKinney walks too. If you are if you are a professional football player, you have been in a bad organization for 6 years for Saquon Barkley, 4 years with McKinney, and you have a chance to be unencumbered and leave the organization and go someplace else. Why would you stay here? You are in year 3 of a 15-year rebuild. You're within a rebuild within a rebuild within a rebuild. OG says, with this organization, I'm not surprised about anything. Hirsch says, Giants cannot let another team leapfrog them for a quarterback. I agree. Chris says, it is simple, Tim. All right, what's simple? Let's hear, Chris. When Barkley's lack of success is compared to DJ, and all the excuses we give to DJ, and not to Saquon, it's a lack of football intelligence. Chris said it, not me for a change. Not me for Ricky. What is that? What Ricky Big Old Super Chat saying? What would you do in free agency with the first 3 picks to fix this team? What would I do in free agency? I would go. I actually did a whole I did a video. Talked about how I would go out and get. I did a 3 potentially high impact, low cost free agents. But I will tell you what I would do in the draft. So I want you to go watch the video. What I would do on the draft, I said this before. I'm trading out of 6. Trading out of 6, dropping down a little bit lower. There's a lot of wide receivers in this draft. If a quarterback's sitting there that I don't want, I'm trading out of 6, getting a wide receiver, or I'm taking a wide receiver at 6, trading back up to around 15 to 17 and taking Penix. Using the 1st for next year, a 2nd this year, maybe a 6th for the another year, trading back into the top 15, grabbing Penix. It's the Bo Callahan situation. You grab your quarterback lower like Seattle did. You grab your quarterback lower in the draft. You still have that 5th-year option. You still have the ability to take your wide receiver, and logic dictates you're paying less for your quarterback over the next 5 seasons.
Come on, Tom, say it with me, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
I actually have to watch that movie. It's free on Apple TV Plus. Never seen it. I've just seen clips. What do we got here? But that's what I would do. I would take my wide receiver, draft back up, and grab Penix. He evidently aced all of his physicals. He looks to be the most pro-ready outside of Caleb Williams. Then work on, after you give up that 1 second pick, you still have an additional 2nd and a 3rd. Go help with your offensive line. Go get your defense help. Go out and there are some lower cost guards you can get. Go out and get them. They may be high risk, but they'll also could potentially be high reward, but you don't pay them. Like Willie Gay, the linebacker out of Kansas City. He's a guy I would go after. He's slowly moved up the KC ladder, but I don't think he's coming back unless he wants to come back. That's what I would do. We are not tagging McKinney. I don't know. Has anyone got any information on McKinney? I am on Twitter. I got the giant highlight things coming up. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't. I'm not seeing anything yet. This late, I'm thinking they have to be working on a contract. Please don't insult the intelligence of mediocre players like that. I'm so sorry. Alexander says, I think he meant 4. Oh, okay. Danny Dunn says Saquon averaged 7 yards per game with the Giants. That's the most a Giant running back has ever had. I did not know that. Alan says, I fear Saquon signs with another NFC team, especially. I'm worried he goes to Dallas. I am worried shitless that he goes to Dallas. He goes behind a big offensive line. He goes behind Dak Prescott. You let Tony Pollard walk, who played under the tag. He takes a deal with Dallas and Jones. He's got CeeDee Lamb. He's got other. I'm worried that he goes to Dallas. OG says, I believe in a rebuild, that this is going to keep Joe Shane and Brian Dable here. I don't think so. I think at this point in time, they're just going to, I don't know. I don't believe so. D1 says, what are the Giants doing? You don't tag McKinney or Saquon with $39 million in cap space. I don't know what the Giants are doing. I really don't know. I wish I could tell you. Hey, Timothy, is Richard Eisen credible? I don't know if he's credible or not. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if he's credible. He said it's a rumor. It's his top, it's 3 of his top 6 rumors. Look at all these rumors. You want rumors? Go to Chat Sports. Oh, they don't have rumors. They just make shit up. But I don't know. What's up, Douglas? Steve says, DJ Talkings gives me a headache. He is not worth it. It gives me a headache too, man. Steve gives me a headache too. Joe Rev says, Maris Dorman's cousin said they plan on tagging him. That's from, of course, everyone that does not know, that's because someone was giving out information on YouTube that it was Mara's golfing buddy that was getting all this information. We got the OG Sports in his house. Finally got a chance to stop in. Anthony says, just in Iron Rapids says we are not tagging X. He will be a free agent. Is that true? Because I'm not happy. No transition tag from Xavier McKinney. It would cost $13 and $1 million. I agree. It guarantees the original club's right. So is this confirmed? Is this giant stupidity confirmed? OGR Sports, Zach Attack's in school right now. So can I get a confirmation on this? I need a confirmation on this. Hold on. Let me check with the newsroom.
Tim, don't go with the story yet. We don't have confirmation.
Okay. The newsroom says we're not going with the story yet. We haven't seen any confirmation come up yet. Oh my God. Fire Joe Shane. He sucks. Garofalo just reported the Giants aren't tagging ex-franchising or transition tags. He is gone. Tim live in the afternoon. Then we are fucking idiots. So we let our best players walk. But don't worry, guys. We have.
It's Daniel Jones at the 5. It's Daniel Jones at... Never mind.
Listen, I don't believe in overpaying a safety. But if you felt you could have transition tagged him and you could have worked out a deal. So now we're going to have Pinnock and we're going to have the likes of Dane Belton. My mother always said, if you don't have anything nice to say about someone, you should just not say anything. But this is what I have to say to Joe Shane.
I don't want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Okay. That's making my season ticket decision a lot easier. Rappaport is saying that he's not tagging. Yeah, Tim, if we don't tag McKinney, I need to come on and rant. I think I need to rant first. Tim, I see you, brother. I see you. Saquon will go to the Chargers. I think Saquon should go to the Chargers. 100%. I already said if I'm Saquon, I go to Harbaugh. I go to the Duck. I go against that offensive line. Who is the top 3 on your draft board? Top 3 on my draft board right now would be Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, see, Atlanta, Denver, and Vegas need quarterbacks, and probably Minnesota. That's why I don't think Penix will be. I still think Penix will going to be there at 15. I think a lot of people are. Jacob saying he's reporting it. Hit the likes is blazing. Why are you dissing Chat Sports? Because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. When you make shit up and then you try to steal money from little kids to get super chats, You're not a man. You're an idiot. Okay, so let's just keep going on. It is confirmed. Ian Rappaport confirms it. Bruce, I'm going to get to you, man. I got to get to you. I love as Alexander says it best. Chat Sports literally makes up stuff, random shit. Tomorrow they will have a video saying the Giants should trade from Justin Herbert. Ricky says, do we restructure Dexter and Lawrence to free up? No, we don't. Ricky, we don't touch anything. We don't touch anything on this team right now because we're a bunch of fucking idiots. Oh, my God, he crashed. Yes, I forgot about that. Drake made number one quarterback. Yeah, Barbara. Oh, Barbara. Oh, yeah, that's right, Barbara. You're new. You don't know all the sound effects. We got a lot of player sound effects. Let's see. Drake made number one quarterback. No, I don't see Drake. If I'm going my quarterbacks, I'm going to go. I'm going Williams, Daniels, then May. If I'm going to go with my quarterbacks, and then I'm going to go Penix, only because of the injury. Penix would probably be 2 or 1A if he didn't have the injuries. Pimp name Slicksback says we didn't trade McKinney and Saquon at the deadline. This team had 1 win at the deadline. Not sure what Shane's plan was going forward. Oh my God. I don't know what the plan is either. The Gruffalo confirmed it. Tim, don't worry.
Here's a little song I wrote. The Giants really suck. Let me sing it note for a note. Hey, Joe. You're an idiot.
Oh, my God. Don't worry. Be happy. The great Dane Belt. Now as our safety room is weak. Dane Belt, you have Dane Belt as your safety. Everyone wants to talk about the 2 gifted interceptions. Everyone wants to talk about the fumble. No one wants to talk about the fact that he was a trailer on 4 consecutive touchdowns. Nobody wants to talk about that because it's not fun. It's not sexy. Oh, my God. Michael says, we let Xavier and Barkley go, but signed DJ. Sorry for my language, but this organization is a blanking joke. So what do we got? We didn't draft. We draft. We never re-signed homegrown talent. Yep, you're not wrong. We had a disastrous season despite decided to hold on to both Saquon and McKinney just to let them go for no return. You're right. We should have just moved on. Julian Love bounced and bailed out. Barbara said, is that from Christmas Vacation? Of course it is. Let's see. Danny Dudd says, man, if we don't get a quarterback in the first round now, I don't know if I can support the clown franchise anymore. X-Man is now a free agent. Gonna be a rough year. I love that sound effect. Evening from the Dahmer. What's up, Dahmer? Dahmer, you want to jump on a second? Mr. Weaver says, I had a safety in a long time, and as soon as we get one, what do? You let him walk. We didn't let him walk. He's doing one of the bionic mans. He is running. He is running. Steve says, I guess the Giants are in a teardown. I don't trust Shane. Sell your season tickets, Sims. I'm not buying tickets to watch this shit this year either. Rant. I am building up to a rant. I am trying to harness my chi. I am trying not to explode. And I've always said it. If I go into a rant and you don't like it, read the hat. I am trying to stay calm. John Mayer and Joe Shane are looking more and more like idiots. Not looking, they are. Barbara says, Tim, you make me smile. Well, I appreciate that, Barbara. Blazin says, I'm checking out Joe Shane's in action since day one, and I'm thinking he's a dumbass. Dumb smart. Oh, he's dumb smart. I'm sorry, I just threw dumbass in there. Joe Rev says, we're going with the Jags. We have to figure out what team we're going to root for along with the Giants because we have to have some hope this year. I like the Jags. I'm going with the Jags. We still got the friendly Kayvon Thibodeau, the king of the almost sack. Where is James Williams? Where is James Williams when we need him? Because you're right. We got the James Williams sound effect if I could ever find it and get to it.
Hey, kids. Look over there. Who is it? It's Kayvon, the friendly pass rusher. Oh, no. Now he's gone.
Make sure you hit the like button. Blazin says X-Men played all safety roles. Jeez, this is great. He played safety and linebacker. He kind of did a Logan Ryan / Peppers when they played both safety and in the box. What's my phone saying here? Giants let McKinney hit the free agent market. Hold on, folks.
This news just came in. The Giants are letting Xavier McKinney hit the free agent market, and Joe Shane is a dumbass. Oh, okay.
All right, there we go. Ryan saying they are saying the market is open for X-Men. Of course it is. OG, you never lied. Nope, never did. Hold on, someone's texting me now. Who's fucking texting me now? Yeah, hold on. I'm getting mad. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm getting a little agitated. I'm getting a little aggravated. And I'm trying to think to myself, because that's what I say to myself when I think to myself. What the hell is going on? And I'm trying to type something to someone too, because someone's like, "Are you all right?" Yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay. We are late 70s bad. We aspire to be late 70s bad. We just avoided this roster of more talent. Saints, baby. No, I think we're going Jaguars. We are now the 90s Cleveland Brown. No, the 90s Cleveland Brown, they won a couple games here and there. Could this be a good thing? Well, like, Jacob, I love you, man. Find the positive. I'm gonna go. Jacob. You get a 2 for 2 here, Jacob. Hold on, Jacob. I gotta find you there. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna have a Hold on. I don't know where the 2 in the box is. I don't know where any of my sound effects are. I lost the board because it rained one day and I can't find it anymore. Oh my God. Hold on. Walk up with a 9. We're getting G coverage tag. Almost all the little team crack. 2 in the box. Here we go. We're going to do Jacob.
2 in the box.
Ready to go.
We be fast and
They be slow.
We got a 2 and a 2 from Jacob. Could this be a good thing? And find the positives. Joe Shane's a fucking idiot. Positive number 1. We're probably going to now root for the Jaguars and real quarterback of Trevor Lawrence. Positive number 2. I am positive I'm probably never going to show up to the stadium again this year. Positive number 3. If we don't take a quarterback somewhere in this draft, I am really not showing up to the stadium. Positive number 4. The Knicks could get the guys back from injury. Positive number 5. There's a lot of positives. Because positives attract. You know. It's a natural fact. I'm like a Midas, you're like a Porsche. Where's MC Scat Cat when we need him? The younger generation's like, what the hell is he talking about? You take 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back. If you're the Giants, it's you
Take 2 steps forward, I take 498 steps back. We don't know how to operate our salary cap.
remember when when Carpenter was a running back and now we let Barkley walk. You talking Rob Carpenter? Rob Carpenter came over from the Saints. He came over from the Oilers back in that back in the 81 season. Helped lead the Giants to a playoff win. No, I don't remember Rob Carpenter at all. Ryan says, I'm getting mad. What the crap is happening in the Giants organization? Love your content. Tim singing Bob Marley. I think Bob might be better at quarterback. That wasn't Bob Marley. That was what you call it. That was Bobby McFadden. I can do Bob Marley. I shot the sheriff,
But I did not shoot the deputy. All around in my hometown, they trying to track me down.
They say they want to bring me in guilty because Michael says, Tim, we need next year's pick. And then they sign somewhere else for the killing of a deputy. Johnny Rico says the positive is we have 3 top picks next year. I guess as a positive. And Mr. Weaver says, at one point, I don't care. Just get rid of Daniel Jones. Seeing what the Broncos did with Russell Wilson. Yeah, and the Broncos are going to take a big step back at least 3 years. Joe Shane telegraphed this shit and X at the start of the last season when he said he would not address that. You know what? You're right. People seem to forget that. And don't forget to hit the like button. He did telegraph this. He said that he wasn't going to address it. And that was kind of a quandary that you were not even going to talk to this guy at all. I love me a quarterback who actually talent. I'm going with the Chargers, Jags, Chiefs, or Ravens, whatever Saquon goes. All right, I think we go where Saquon goes. Joe's plan is go 0-17 and blow the first overall pick. Joe goes 0-17. He ain't coming back. Pimp Name Slickback says, positive number 6, the Giants are being nice and giving us the fall and winter off. Oh my God. Tim, I remember you saying Daniel Jones' second year that he wasn't the guy, and I agree with you. Now all the Daniel Jones panty boys are running and changing their tunes. They are. And you know what? I don't mind if you change your tune. I don't mind if you come back over to the dark side, with us. I don't mind that. But the thing is this: if you're going to come over to the dark side because you figured out you were wrong about Daniel Jones, at least admit it. I at least have people that have come to me and DM'd me and IM'd me and came in the chat and have said, Tim, we were wrong about Daniel Jones. You were 100% right the entire time. and there you go. But I don't like these people all of a sudden they're like, you jumped on and off the Daniel Jones bandwagon for 4 years, and now you're just fucking jumping off completely. But if Daniel Jones has one good game, you're going to go right back on. I'm not looking at any content creators in particular, but there are a lot of them.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Well, shut the fuck up, Darth Vader. I'll positively think as the Giants today will win more games than 3 this coming season. I can't believe I missed Jerry Reese. Because Jerry at least won a Super Bowl. I know he won 2, but got to give Ernie Corsi. Just names. Let's see. He just named Saquon Barkley as one of the running backs that the franchise would not try to resign. I definitely agree with that. Logic's Fine says John Mara's run the team, not Joe Shane. The Giants are not drafting a quarterback because Mara is in love with Daniel Jones and has to prove that he's the smartest owner in the NFL. I thought that was Jerry Jones's idea. Schefter just said Barkley as one of the running backs. He's not coming back. Like I said, if you are Saquon Barkley, I love it. That's bad dog to a T. Well, I'm not looking at I wasn't looking at anyone in particular. I told you, if I'm Saquon Barkley and Xavier McKinney, I'm doing the $6 million man. I am running as fast as I can and going someplace else. Thank you for the positives. You're welcome. I still want the hat. You know the deal. Joe Rev, you know the deal on the hat. Maybe I need to go on someone else's YouTube channel. Maybe I need to go I don't know. Maybe I need to go on YouTube and watch somebody. Because everyone's going to be negative right now. Everyone's going to be negative. But everyone all of a sudden is going to turn the corner and just say how wonderful Shane is and how they're going to trust everything he's going to do. So maybe I need to go on one of those channels. How do you watch another giant YouTuber? Because every time I try it, I just come up because I just type in Giants awesome YouTube. Oh, there I am again. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm missing Jerry Ace. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder have a better vision than this organization. I'm going to be a KC fan. Write down in the chat what fan you're going to be of. I'm very curious. Mr. Roberts says, I hope to God Malik Willis gets a chance and balls out so you can be proven right again, since that's the only argument they have against you. I love the Malik Willis argument. I really do. Because every other YouTuber can flip-flop and be wrong about everything. They are wrong with their flip-flops and flip-flop back and then are wrong again about their flip-flops and then flip-flop back and then they're wrong again. But everyone says to me, well, you like Malik Willis. I still like Malik Willis. I think he went into a bad situation in Tennessee. He went through he's going to go through 2 coaching changes, 2 GM changes, and he never got a fair shot. But we're giving Daniel Jones 6 years. But Malik gets 4 games. Bunch of racists. What's up, Joey G? And no, I didn't say that under my breath. Oh, my God. Moet says, can we stop drafting public defenders as their quarterbacks? I'm tired of it, brother. We need a dog. I've said it before, Moet. I've said it a million times. I don't care. Daniel Jones is a nice guy. I don't care if he helps old ladies across the street. I don't care if he drives kids in the dialysis machine. I don't care. I want an asshole who can read defenses. That's what I want. Joe better fix this cleanup a lot. He's made more of a mess. He's making so much of a mess. You got to wonder what the mess he's fucking making. What is he thinking? What about... You're letting talent walk. No, nay. You are letting talent run away from here. You are holding on to talent that is not talent, hoping that the fact that you overpaid for something, it's like when you buy a car and you have a specific car in mind. I want a Porsche. And you go out and you overpay for an old Porsche that has never run well. And you pay $20,000 over Kelley Blue Book value. And then when it breaks down, you're shocked. I'm shocked. It broke down. It didn't work. I overpaid for it, but it didn't work. Now I'm stuck with it for the next 5 years. McKinney's not getting tagged. Yeah, Hirsch, we know that. We know that. We're gonna be you're gonna be a Texans fans. Okay, I like that. Texans fans. Blaine says I watch Fireside Giants just so I can cuss out the screen. Mr. Bruce says he's gonna be a Detroit Pistons fan. You know what? They're probably gonna win more games. Only reason you are wrong about Willis is because they never used him correctly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're never gonna be right. And this is the thing that kills me. You're never gonna be right about everything. And I've always admitted when I'm wrong about things. You're never going to be right about everything. But the problem is, here, we're right about a lot. I mean, a lot. And I always tell people that will start watching this show. We may not, and a lot of this goes for the people in the chat as well. A lot of people that follow the channel. We may not be right. You may not think we are right away. But down the road, just wait. And I love it because you have people, and I love it because I'll do a video and someone will curse me out and they'll say, well, you're not wrong. You're just doing the video too early. What the hell does that mean? Let's see. OG says Bad Dog Chris, Big Pat, Tiki, Howard Cross, and Patty are all delusional. Yeah. Did you want me to go in order with all those people and tell you something about them? I like Bad Dog though. I can't. I'm not gonna bash Bad Dog. Bad Dog comes out and basically says he's just doing it because he's a fan. That's what I like about Bad Dog. He just kind of comes out. He's fickled of it. He's fickled with it, but he comes out and tells you he's just a fan. So I don't have a problem with Bad Dog. The rest of them are all idiots. Hey, Duke, you got to turn your camera on. Not tagging Barkley. McKinney tells me the rebuild, we are drafting a quarterback when we also need to draft a safety now. If Saquon joins the Chargers, I'm officially a Chargers fan. All right, I'm going to be a Chargers fan too. Hirsch, for real. Let's hope we do a lot better. I hope so too. Chris says, this is crazy, Giants family. Maybe this is how we do the rebuild. Matter on a Monday and my heart stood still. The rebuild. Somebody told me that his name was Shane. The rebuild. Hey, it's the Duke of Funk. Hey, he's coming to save the day. Hey, Dom needs a haircut. And that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but I'm coming to play running.
I like
I'm going
Marcus.
to play running back. Don't worry.
Shut up, Arena.
I'm replacing Saquon.
Shut up, Arena. Comment. I gotta catch your live streams more often. There you go. What's up, Dahmer? Dom, you're back.
All good. Thanks yourself. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm just debating. Those that do not know, Dom could be the running back. We dressed Dom up once. So Dom is actually wearing my shoulder pads from college, a game-worn Giants jersey, and an autographed full-size Phil Simms helmet. I wanted to take him into the backyard and tackle him, but my wife said I'm not allowed to tackle small children. Oh. Dom, explain this to me. Someone DM'd me just a minute ago. He's like, Tim, you're getting more and more red in the face. And I can actually feel the heat. Because I'm getting more and more agitated. Is that a good word?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to say, but yeah, agitate is a good word.
I'm trying to say, what the? are we doing? Explain to me
I'd
how
love to-
you let your best running back, arguably your best defender, walk for no compensation when you could have traded him last year. And it's not like you didn't know McKinney was on a second round deal, so we didn't have a 5th-year option. It's not like you didn't know it. And
Well,
it's not like you didn't know that he was in an ATV accident, that you said you didn't want to give him a contract. You were going to talk about it at the end of the season. Not like we didn't know it. None of this is fucking shocking.
Let's put it this way: if we didn't know he was on a 2nd-round contract, everyone should be fired today, right? I mean, we should all know. But you know, it's not like we were going to win anything last season, right? We were going nowhere. Just trade him, and you know, essentially you're tanking by default that way. But everyone knew we weren't going places. It does baffle me that you lose it for no compensation at all.
Zero.
And look, you know, the team's a mess. What are we going to build around now? Andrew Thomas, yeah. Dexter, yeah. But are you really building around a defensive tackle?
You're going to build around a defensive tackle, and you're going to build
around a left tackle.
Listen, if you really want to get screwed,
Get
that phrase. If you really are looking to get screwed, there's no better place to go than the Poppycockers, the best in adult entertainment on the West End. If you're looking out to go and get your poppycock, there's no better place to go to Poppycockers, because it's always 2 for 1 troll night. Jump in to the Cockers.
Well, I mean, you know, I think that Shane might well have been played, right? He might have got screwed, which is not something we encourage the girls to do. But you know, there's a thing. I'm just looking at Art Stapleton now saying that they've let Xavier McKinney hit the free agency as a sign of good faith. I mean, it's football. They, you know, it baffles me. It really does. But you know, it's not a surprise. I said to you earlier, there's no tags coming today for us, for our players.
You did text me that earlier. Mike Lee says Dom looks more like a running back than Eric Gray. Alan says, I think you are the most honest and informative content creator out there. Well, Alan, you are a genius. I've always said that about you. I like this one. EVR said, people don't like your channel because you tell the harsh truth. At least the next GM will not find a bad financial situation. I loved it today because someone called me Robitussin. You know what Robitussin is, Dom?
No, but I do know that on my phone you're under the name Mr. Ego.
Yeah, Mr. Ego. I love that because I must have the biggest one on the phone.
That's what she said.
Robitussin here is a cough medicine that tastes horrible. So he says your new nickname.
I'm yet to find a cough medicine that tastes nice, but hey,
but I looked at it and I thought to myself, he just called me cough syrup and bad cough syrup. And then I was going to write and be me. I was going to write something back, but then I kept reading it where it goes, I may hate to take it, and I may not want to ever, want to admit that I need it, but that's what you are. I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's kind of a compliment. So that's my new nickname, everyone. My nickname is Robitussin. Dom says, Mr. Bruce, you're the man. You look good, man. Great to hear from you. Everyone, yeah, we miss Dom. Dom doesn't get to come on the Sunday stream, so we don't really do it. Herschel says, if the Giants trade both Barkley and McKinney from 2023, we would have the number 1 pick in the draft. I don't even want to think about that. I was actually going to bring that up, and Herschel stole my thunder. If we would have traded those guys, we probably would have gotten at least a 3 and maybe a 6 for Barkley. I think you could have gotten a 2 for second for McKinney. You would have had a first rounder, 3 second rounders, and 2 third rounders, and whatever else we have. And not have to worry. And to the moron who I got to address this moron on Twitter because I got the Twitter scream up as well here. To the moron on Twitter. We're not saving any money by letting them walk. They were never under contract. So you're not saving this $14 million you think you're saving because since they were under contract, they never counted against the salary cap. Okay, Dom, you have something to say?
Well, I mean, look, there's a chance still that they sign one or both of these guys, but I think it's unlikely. And as you say, there is a fundamental misunderstanding here that we save money by letting them walk. No, you let you can save money by letting players that are under contract go as long as you know the cap hit is lower than the savings. So we save money with Lewinsky, right?
Right.
But they also need to be replaced.
We
So
saved
you
money
now
with Lewinsky, but we did incur some dead cap money with Lewinsky.
exactly. So you've got some dead cap, but you save some money. But then you have to use that. I think it was 5.6, was it? But you have to use some of that 5.6 to replace Lewinsky. So you probably haven't saved 5.6.
Oh no! You don't need.
But you should bring in a better player than Lewinsky. I mean, you know, it's not difficult, but you know, you have to look on these effects. But there's no money saved at all with letting these guys walk because they fit free agency. And obviously, you know, I heard someone saying to me the other day, what do we reckon we could get for Barkley in the next 48 hours if we're not going to sign him? I was like, nothing. He was like, but
He's not under contract.
He's one of the best running backs in the league. I was like, you're not going to get anything for him. He's not under contract in 48 hours time. We're getting Jack unless we tag him.
I love your accent because you want to know why?
I don't know what the fuck you just said, little kid. Special, man. You reached out and you touched it by the heart.
That's for the Mr. Ego comment.
But you never know. One of them might end up on the Jaguars.
We're going to be Jaguar fans. This is football malpractice. J Sports Card says, according to Art Stapleton, I'm told the Giants and Xavier McKinney plan to keep talking regards of a possible deal and not return out the question per a source. Is it the golfing buddies, Mara's friends, uncles, cousins, sisters, driver?
Well, let's be fair here, right? It's not out of the question, but he's going to now be eligible to talk to 32 teams. So the Giants are going to have to offer him the best either financial deal and or the best football, you know, pitch that they have. And let's be honest, there are teams out there that are more likely to be able to make a better case for him going to win something.
When did we move the league to 33 teams?
Well, did I say another 32 teams? But I think I said all 32, but whatever.
No, you said you talk to 32 teams. 32
well, Giants would be one of them.
Better watch it, Mr. Authentic. We'll make a clip out of that. I'm just in a mood. Just in a mood, man. I was in a good mood.
There's not a lot to celebrate. I mean, at least my other sports team won handsomely yesterday.
Who was that?
Arsenal. They won 6-0 yesterday and didn't even try in the second half.
Are you a fan of Bobby Skinner? I find him to have honest analysis. I have no idea who Bobby Skinner is.
I went to school with a Skinner, but his name was Alex, not Bobby.
Are you talking about Alex Skinner, the kid that Don went to school with? Because I find him to be very credible. Joe Shane is the ultimate. That's the thing. You know what this kills me? I thought about this. He's like the rookie GM in Jacksonville that got fleeced by what's his name?
Kevin Costner.
By Sonny and the Jeff Carson. Sonny and the Cleveland Browns. How they fleeced him for the second round picks to get that pick. Why does it seem like why does it seem like Shane is still at the kiddie table playing checkers?
And this is his third season.
Right. And he was basically an assistant GM for how many years over in Buffalo?
3 or 4 at least, wasn't it?
So,
but either way, he's been around football a little while. He shouldn't be this.
He's been around a little
naive.
A little bit. just a little bit. We have 2 more roster holes. No, we got another 30 roster holes.
No, I think he means as a result of this, there are another 2 to add to the existing.
Dom looks like he is calling for the anorexic of the anorexic of Puerto Rico. I know. I can't talk today.
Would you like me to have a go at that? That was annexation.
Annexation. Thank you. I can't think today. I was in a good mood today.
Really?
I was in a good mood. I was in a good mood till about 3:58. Todd says, can't be a Jags fan. Worst unicorn colors in sports. Literal history. Diarrhea green.
Unicorn colors. Would you like me to read the clip?
It's like the real good says Giants will quit by week 5. I think they quit already. Talking Giant Brian Bobby Skinner equals Talking Giants podcast. No fucking clue. No fucking clue. Chris for real said Bobby Skinner is talking Giants, but he really actually not a bad YouTuber. He actually knows football, and unlike most, but Tim is always the best. You better say that, Chris for love of MMA. Keep your ass home, and you won't go to the damn draft party. I'm holding people. I'm holding shit over people now. Because you want to know why? If the Giants
you
make me miserable,
mad?
I can make all of you guys miserable.
Tim's mad. I love it when Tim's
We're
mad.
Shut up. We're in a full rebuild now. We're doing this wrong. You're supposed to get your picks for your superstars. Ha ha ha. Chris says, Tim, much respect, Tim, my brother. I'm not joking. Chris thinks I'm joking.
He's not joking. He once threatened to throw me out of his car. I've been in it for about 20 minutes.
Why do you got to bring that up, man?
Well, I was making your point that, you hold shit over people.
Listen, in my defense, a quick story. Pick Dom up from the airport to come hang out, come to the game with us. Not even in the car for 10 minutes. We're getting to the booth to pay the toll to get out of the airport to go onto the highway. And every time Dom turns his hand or wrist, his watch beeps. I had to hear this.
It was fucking irritating, to
Every
be fair.
45 seconds, I had to hear this. I'm trying to talk to the guy at the toll booth because he can't figure out how to get the damn toll booth. The toll booth guy can't figure out how to get the fucking toll booth open. Dom's watch is beeping. I looked and turned to Dom and said, if you don't fix that watch, I'm throwing you out the fucking window. And that was Dom's trip to Americas.
Thankfully, it wasn't my first rodeo.
No, it wasn't. But you would have been your first rodeo getting thrown out on the highway on 95 in Philadelphia. No, but I like your wife, so she wouldn't. I would never do that to her. Joe Rev says
she might be grateful.
We have a new GM and head coach after next season. I agree on that. Honestly, EBR says, honestly, this decision makes the best for the next year's cap space, although I will miss. Here's the funny thing, EBR. The beginning of last year, before the beginning of last year, going towards the offseason, I heard that the Giants in 2023 were going to have $120 million in cap space. Signed a quarterback, signed a defensive tackle, signed a offensive tackle, traded for Waller, gave Bobby Okereke money. We got $37 million. So I never go by the numbers that are coming up. Frank says, this is what happens when a silver spoon douche inherits a $1 billion organization just for being born.
There's not a lot to be grateful for right now, is there? I mean, as the comment earlier said, if you're going for a rebuild, and this is clearly what Shane's now trying to do, you trade your best players away, or you get them under contract, one or the other. Obviously we've got a couple under contract, but we've let two others walk. And let's be honest, Barkley's the face of the franchise, or was until a few hours ago.
Do you want to hear my theory on this?
I mean, it doesn't matter what I say. You're going to tell me anyway.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But I'm just trying to be nice. Do you want to hear my theory on this?
Sure, why not?
If Shane devoids the roster of talent, we can
shouldn't take long.
We can bring Daniel Jones back for year 10 because it won't be his fault. We don't have a safety. We don't have a running back. We don't have offensive linemen. We can run this Daniel Jones back thing another 5 years minimum.
We don't have a GM with a brain. There's another excuse. I've always given Shane chance, right? He inherited a mess from Gettleman, just as Gettleman inherited a mess, etc.
Making the mess worse.
And exactly. And we're repeating ourselves over and over and over again.
You tell me that this roster is better than 2021.
It's worse.
No, it's worse.
It's worse.
And that was a 5-win team?
Yeah. It's worse. And look, for me now, Shane puts himself very much on the hot seat. And look, I wrote an article a couple of weeks ago, whenever I wrote it, saying that actually this is not the way to go. The way to go is some stability there, but the stability also implies that you're going to make some sensible decisions, not some batshit crazy stupid decisions. While I knew the tag wasn't going to be signed today, You know, it doesn't surprise me, but at least one of them should have been retained, even if it was a slightly backloaded contract. And I'm not normally for backloaded contracts, but this year is going to be tight, right? We've got a lot of holes.
Here's the thing, though, that I don't get about the McKinney thing. You tag McKinney, you can't work out a deal. What do you do, Dom?
Tag him again or trade him?
No, you rescind the tag.
Or that, yeah. You know, but you still got options, right? You know, now in theory you have options, but you're one of 32 teams with an option.
Mike Lee says, I'm surprised Tim waited an extra 19 minutes to show. Tim does have some self-control. Mike Lee, listen, man. Every time, you know, he'd do boop boop. Boop boop. Hey Dom, what's up? Boop boop. Hey Dom. Hey Dom. Boop boop. Hey Dom.
It was getting irritated.
Yeah,
I've managed to sort it out now. It's fine.
It only took him 3 years, but he figured it out.
That's quite quick for me.
Chris loves it. Frank says, how is it possible a 1-16 team with no Barkley and no need quarterback draft? I can see a 1-16. Frankie's Giants cap just went back in the closet. Viewmaster. Wait, what's up, Viewmaster? It looks like we are resetting. But we're resetting the reset of the reset. Even my mic is like, my mic's not happy.
I've no problem with the reset. I think in many ways we had to. In many ways, I think we should have done it last year. I said at the time, you move on from your quarterback, you reset and you start now. But we didn't. We went to try and go, we can win again. And we made short-term decisions again with a look to go over it. And the roster was clearly not going to do that. You know, even with the likes of Waller, you know, which has worked out wonderfully well, you know, it was never going to happen. And all you've done is put back the rebuild. What are we going to rebuild with this year? I mean, Jones is what, you know, $3 billion against the cap. I mean, you know, you're going to do nothing this year. You know, and that was fine, but you know, at least starting with sensible decisions, and we're not.
$3 billion against the cap is just how British that's how they do their math, because they have these weird coins and dollars with a lot of pictures on them, so they don't know anything about money. Oh, you want to see something cool? Look, I got the new microphone.
Very nice.
It's on the stand.
How long did it take you to fit it?
Christmas. I've only had it since
2021.
I've only had this since Christmas. But it's now finally attached to the desk and on the stand. I just don't have a cable.
Which Christmas?
Shut up. This Christmas. Let's see. Newsflash: Joe Shane you just learned he rescind the franchise tag. Joe Shane's like, wait, you can do that? You can rescind the franchise tag? They didn't teach that in GM school. Oh, you also forgot Paris Campbell. No, I didn't forget Paris Campbell.
We're trying to forget Paris Campbell. But actually, you know, I was going to bring that up. You know, it's one of the ways we might get McKinney back is go, here's $1 gazillion because we love to overpay. I mean, to be fair, look, McKinney's a very, very good safety. So
he's a very good safety.
He deserves to get paid.
Top four, I would say McKinney is.
Definitely. I had top five, but top 4, yeah. And then,
well, wouldn't top 4 be in the top 5?
Yeah, but I was going to say top 5.
Again, guys,
I think you're right.
British math.
Just letting everyone know.
We're good at math.
I could tell. The $1 billion we gave Daniel Jones. I mean, I can't see how anything could possibly go wrong. Dom's just getting the brunt of it because he's here. You know what? We had 100.
It's what you have me on for, right?
We had 160 something people in the chat for like an hour. We got 80 forks for winding down. We got 49 likes. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for fame. It don't mean nothing. Who rides this train? It's the power of love. But can we at least get 60? Or I'm going to start charging people to read these comments. You don't need no credit card to ride this train. Because you want to know why, Dom? It's the power of love. You don't know. You're young. You're young. Love me some Dom. Michael says we are resetting now because their plan has failed. Here's a good question. What the fuck was the plan, Dom?
The plan was to get a job and go, look at me.
I'm a general manager.
I'm cosplaying. I mean, in year one, it was just to evaluate the roster and see what they had. In year two, fuck knows what it was. I mean, I think Dable was a surprise to anyone that Daniel Jones was the quarterback. But I
Do you
remember saying
really?
to you at the time.
Do you think he was really surprised?
No, he was. I think he was surprised when I remember that press conference when Shane said he loved Daniel Jones, and Dable looked at him as if to go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But I think from there, I don't think they had any plan. I think their plan was, "Hey, look, this roster's really good. We can win." But it was obvious, or should have been obvious to anyone, that they couldn't win. And I wonder if that actually is behind some of Dable's anger this year, was that he was given a roster and expected to win with it when it couldn't possibly have done so. But, I don't know what the plan is. There is no plan as far as I can see. Oh, and by the way, David, yes, I do. We like to throw the ball about 91.5 meters.
Frank says, love me some Dom. Let's see here. Hit the damn like button, everyone. If you're going on full rebuild, then why not convince Waller? That's the other thing. If that rumor is true, that you convinced Waller not to retire, because why the hell would you want to save that $10 million?
Waller 5 years ago, you're walking over fire to make him stay. But the Waller of now is not the same. How many games are we going to get out of him this season? 8, maybe?
I was going 6. I did we have some people left in the checks. A lot of people are checking out because it's good. It's almost dinner time and I got to go check the turkey. So I'm smoking a turkey. We got I can't go anywhere. Big Don is here. He says, damn, I'm late. Love you guys. Go Big Blue. That of course is from Big Don. You got to love Big Don. Big Don's in his house. Love Big Don. Wanted to thank Big Dom for his article on NewYorkGiantsLive.com. For those that did not have a chance to go and read it, go to NewYorkGiantsLive.com. I think it was, I don't remember how many days ago it was, Dom.
About a week. Yeah, I think it was a week ago, actually.
Was it about a week ago?
Yeah.
I am going to go to NewYorkGiantsLive.com right now and I'm going to post the article. It's called John Mayer's House of Horrors, Why This Isn't Fun Anymore. I changed the title.
That's right. You changed half the title.
The title didn't fit. In the things, because I didn't fit in the.
I can't even remember what it was called, to be honest.
So everyone goes. It's actually a really good read. I debated with Dom because he has some vocab or some spelling that would be referred to as UK spelling. So I was going to correct it, and I told Dom this. I said I was going to correct it to more of the bastardized English version here in the Americas. But I decided against it. So I left it in, and it's a great piece. And I wanted to thank you personally. I love Big Don. Big Don says, I've been a member for 25 months. Holy moly, Batman. Because you're freaking awesome. You're freaking awesome. You know what I love? And this one I don't get why we don't have more members than we have, why we don't have thousands of members. I only charge $2 because they don't let me charge nothing. I don't know why. YouTube doesn't do it. The least they can let me charge is $1.99.
Because they want some of that. That's why.
So, and plus you get all your videos early, sometimes even a day early. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start posting just on the OG members all the articles early that go with the videos. But a big shout out.
I had my notification today for that, by the way.
What's that?
I had my notification today saying I could read your article.
Yeah. See, you got.
And by the way, thanks for letting me write one. I enjoyed that. I was going to write one tomorrow on the train, but I'm going drinking after work, so that probably won't end well.
So that'll make the article even better. That'll make it even better, Dom. And if you want to write an article, anyone out there that's left, go to New York Giants. Go to Tim at onlineBigBlue.com. What the hell is it called? Tim at onlineBigBlue. Tim at onlineBigBlue.com. That's my email. Yeah, that's my email. And send me an article. If it's Dom worthy, I will post it. And to be perfectly honest, if I'm lazy that day and I don't want to write something, you could write
You'll post it anyway.
You could write it in crayon and send it to me, and I would more than likely post it. You know what? That's a lie. I, honestly, if you send me an article, I have these moments of gratitude, and I'll just post it anyways. I don't care, because if anyone that took time out to do something, then I'm just gonna, I'll if you send me an article, I'm gonna post it. So I mean, trying to be.
You're trying to be a nice guy, right?
I'm trying to be magnanimous about this, but fuck you. That's what I'm saying. That's
sorry. I'm on my work laptop. I got distracted by a work message.
My, well, that, you know what? That's not called being professional, Dom.
You know, I thought being professional was meant you got banned on the show.
Yeah, that's true. But OG says we might as well bring up this going to be the next Giant head coach because of next year. Mike said, what is Big Mike says? I think what their plan was to try and put what?
I don't think he could finish the rest of the sentence because he realized there was no plan.
There was no plan. I like that. Barbara says, great stream, Tim. I really enjoyed this. Love God says they never had a plan. All right, guys. It's I have a turkey in the smoker right now, so I got to go take care of that. There's going to be no Xavier McKinney video tonight. So I did say
you're too mad.
I did this because I have a video about Joe Shane coming up tomorrow, and I think I'm going to have to edit it. But then I'm kind of thinking to myself, do I really want to edit it, or do I just let it go? Because it's not nice.
Well, as I said earlier, you know, I was giving the benefit of the doubt and, you know, and time, but, you know, he's on thin ice with me now already. And, you know, it's not something I like, but it's daft decisions and that's what happens.
Well, at least the Knicks play tonight.
And that's going to cheer you up because
they might win. They might win. They got all the injuries. They could win. What do we say? Steve says to edit.
Sorry, I got distracted by that pig that flew past my window.
Steve says to edit it. Chris says no more benefits. Barbara says enjoy dinner, hun. I'll wait till the next stream. Love God says they just made bad choices and bad draft picks.
He's gonna have to nail the draft. It's a really good. He's gonna have to, and he's gonna have to hit on those first 3 or 4 picks, and they're gonna have to come out swinging.
That's what she said.
I want to thank everyone that came into this afternoon stream. We don't do a lot of afternoon streams. We don't do a lot of afternoon streams. We don't. Say, what is Bad Dog says? What does Bad Dog say in my comment section? What's up, Bad Dog? 2019, Barkley had 4 100-yard games. 3 of them when Eli Manning started. Only 4 games in Eli Manning. Wish him luck. He wasn't going to be successful here. Don't know if anyone will, unfortunately. That's from the Bad Dog. Because I had pointed out on the video today that Saquon Barkley in 19, his best games were under with Eli Manning under center. So that's just Bad Dog reiterating that point. I don't know why I have faith.
A lot of players had their best games when Daniel Jones wasn't under center.
Mr. Jones, Nick, we're leaving, Nick. To hell, man. You know what you want to watch? You don't hang on every word that I say? What the hell's wrong with you? I love it when people think I'm serious.
Do you know what the best of it was? You froze on my screen then, and you froze in a ridiculous pose.
No, that wasn't me freezing. That was me being real. It's like when I always do that to you.
I hate it when you do that when I join, especially today. Last time you did it to me, there was a storm, and I was like, I genuinely didn't know if it was my internet or you being a prick.
I was being a prick. I was being a prick 100%.
I mean, the chances are you are being that, but if you genuinely can't hear me, there's an issue.
Oh, Nick. Yeah, watch the replay, Nick. We'll have a stream. We're not going to have a stream on Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe we'll. Maybe Joe Shane will do something stupid. I don't have to stream again, but we will definitely have the stream on Sunday, Nick. So if you're available, make sure you tune in for that. Chris says, peace out, Tim and Tom.
Maybe he'll do something stupid. I mean, there's a high chance right now.
There's a high problem. I got the weatherman in here right now.
We have a pressure system coming in from the east and a high chance of Joe Shane's stupidity in the west. So those collisions should occur and just have generalized stupidity in the north.
You know what's funny?
I mean, something's got to be.
You know what's really funny? I bought this soundboard, the brand new soundboard. Last year I bought it, but I bought this brand new fancy soundboard, and nothing was wrong with my old soundboard. Nothing was wrong.
There was. You hadn't labeled it.
Well, I still haven't labeled. That's a different soundboard, dumbass. And that soundboard went crapped out. I mean, now nothing works because I got to reset it. But I bought this new fancy Roby soundboard, and the only reason I bought it, and this is really funny, and I spent a lot of money to buy this stupid soundboard, was
so I could do this. This is the only reason I bought the soundboard.
Because I wanted the echo. That was the only reason I bought. There's like all these other effects and things here. I don't even touch them.
I don't even know what half of them do.
And there's these other buttons here that you got other sound effects on, man. There's all these sound effects. Thank you. Everyone just shut up. I know.
You just wanted the tinny stadium announcer sound effect.
Oh, I don't even know what this is. This is gonna be my new music, man. I want to thank everyone for dropping in, dropping by, and dropping out. This is Tim. This is the Dahmer. I'm bringing you all that's hot and heavy from the Dupa Funk. And as always, people, stay sexy. We're out of here. I don't even know I had that button. That's a pretty awesome button.
You really, really, really in a tracksuit shouldn't dance like that. You genuinely look like an old man sort of going on a power walk exercising, you know.
Like this.
Yeah. Trying to walk all fast and actually going about 2 miles an hour.
That's it, man. First of all,
do you want those little weight things that you can just do this with?
First of all, you're not cool. You don't know what this is. This is an Adidas track suit from
an Adidas
from the 80s and the 90s, man.
Have you got a shell suit? This
is like cool. This is like retro now. Okay.
The fashions come all the way back round, right?
They do, man. That's why I have this. All right, I want to thank everyone for hanging out. I got to get out of here, but I got to talk to Dom a minute. So everyone just appreciate everyone coming in. We only got 49 likes, but whatever. Oh, wait a minute. We only got 49 likes. Wait. Oh, wait. Cool. I got the rim shot there. We only got 49 likes. There we go. That's what I was looking for. We only got 49 likes.
And that's why you label the fucking soundboard.
You know what the worst part is? This one's labeled.
Of course it is. Why would it not be?
There's this little tiny screen, though, and it's all the way on the other side. I can't read it. It's too far away. Michael says, great show, Tim. Oh, there's a whole bunch of buttons I got to play with.
Hey, she said, I've got good news for you. You're at 66.
Oh, it's 66. And David says we're at 62. All right, guys, I appreciate it. I gotta go check on my turkey. And as always, this is Dom. This is Dom. Hello, Dom. This is Dom. Coming all the way from the UK. Well, we have Tim here. Don, make sure you tune in next week. Alrighty then. I gotta go clean the chimneys. Was that any better?
You nailed it.
Thank you.
Unlike Joe.
That's what she said.
All right, everyone, we're out of here. Thanks for dropping by. You know what, Tim? This is Tim. This is your Giant Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC with the Dahmer. Appreciate everyone for tuning in and dropping by, guys. We are out of here. Look for tomorrow's video, 11:30 a.m. Eastern.